good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all GHSA sanctioned events. Profanity, degrading remarks, and intimidating actions directed at officials or competitors will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the event site. Spectators are not allowed to enter the competition area during warm-ups or while the contest is being conducted. We thank you for your cooperation in the promotion of good sportsmanship at today's event. Also, this vitally important safety announcement. Once again, we thank you for your support in attending these events today. We remind you that it is the policy of Henry County Schools for all spectators to wear masks while attending at all times. The mask must cover the nose and mouth. We also ask that you remain responsibly distanced from parties outside your family and wash hands or use hand sanitizer.
And we welcome you in to Dutchtown High School. It is the Region 4-5A championship between the Eagles Landing Golden Eagles, they are the defending region champ, and the Dutchtown Bulldogs. The SUVTV.com, the best place for the Region 4-5A championship. Joe Hillsman alongside my partner, Lewis Preston, in our SUV TV top-level seats. A festive atmosphere, socially distanced. Eagles Landing in Dutchtown. Coach, welcome to Henry County.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, we will get into that throughout the broadcast. Eagles Landing coming in at 23-1 to the head coach, Elliott Montgomery. He's in his 7th season. Their one loss was by 1 point to 7A school in Tiff, 50-49. They've been rolling 12 in a row. David Thomas and A.J. Barnes push the meter for Eagles Landing.
And once again, what Barnes and Thomas do, not only pushing the meter, if you start to look at how they've played, averaging almost 74 points a game, they want this to be a track meet. And we had a chance to talk to Coach Griffin a little bit before the game, and he's going to try to make this a half-court battle. I think it's kind of interesting that we're playing in the Dutchtown gym, and Dutchtown's wearing road uniforms.
That's because they're the number 2 seed.
Exactly.
Eagles Landing the number 1 seed. They have won the 2 games in the regular season that gave them this. You mentioned Coach Griffin. His Dutchtown Bulldogs coming in at 20-7 overall, 12-2 in the region. Last year, they were the region runner-up and the state champ. Griffin in his first year, state champ. Now he's in his 2nd year, and there's a car insurance company that likes to advertise hump day. Coach Griffin trying to get over that Eagles Landing hump. He's lost now 4 games in the last 2 years, 1-4 against Eagles Landing. Continue on with that conversation about how he wants to focus in on this contest.
How he wants to focus in once again is like he wants to make this game in the 50s. He felt like if it gets anywhere in the mid-60s and higher, that's going to be issues for him tonight. Once again, they're state champs, so they understand the pedigree of what it takes to win games, especially close games. Getting over that hump, all of us coaches have been there. There's always that one that you got to try to get over. I think this is a great, first of all, great atmosphere, great opportunity as we watch these 2 really good coaches go at it. I mean, we're lucky. Back-to-back nights having some really good coaching. Can't be anything more exciting for me to be sitting in these top-level seats.
What did you call it last night? It's moving what?
It's moving month. That's what February is for all of you out there that don't understand it. In high school basketball, you got region play and state playoffs getting the one and done. In college basketball, right, is 6 to 8 weeks before the end of the season. I like to call this moving month because now that's where you got to put yourself in place if you want to be champions.
Dutchtown and Eagles Landing coming up next. Region 4-5A, the SUVTV.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ladies have their turn.
We welcome you back inside Dutchtown High School as we get ready for Dutchtown and Eagles Landing. Dutchtown, the representative road team, will start with their starting lineup right now. It'll be number 3, a senior, Gary Richardson. Number 2, Jared Waddell, a senior. Number 0, Davari Barthel, a sophomore. Number 20, Micah Evans, a senior. And number 11, a sophomore, Cohen Carr. Evans, Carr, Richardson, Waddell, and Barthel, the head coach for the Dutchtown Bulldogs. Jordan Griffin, they come in on a record of 20-7. For the number 1 and top seed Eagles Landing Golden Eagles, their starting lineup is like this. Number 21, Fabian De Silva. Number 5, A.J. Barnes, a junior at 6'5". Number 12, David Thomas, a sophomore at 6'3". Number 2, Jaden Jackson. And number 11, Jalon Hand. It is Jackson, Barnes, Hand, Thomas, and De Silva. The head coach of Eagles Landing in his 7th season, Elliott Montgomery, they come in at 23-1. Glad that you're with us wherever you are. The SUVTV.com, the best place for tonight's game. Eagles Landing, the representative home team, they'll be all in white. White tops, white bottoms, golden numbers, and navy trim. Dutchtown in their own gym, they're on the road. They'll be all in gray. Gray tops, gray bottoms, red numbers, and black trim. Dutchtown and Eagles Landing. Dutchtown, the representative visitor, they will receive the opening tip and take it side out of bounds with a check ball. They'll be moving left or right as you view it. 8 minutes on the clock. Coach Preston, let's go.
We wouldn't want it any other way, right?
Only way I know how to do it.
I can't wait for all the history that we're going to break down here tonight and everything. But you know, talking about Elliott Montgomery with his DMV background. Once again, you know we always like to bring the DMV into it a little bit when we come down here and talk Georgia hoops.
It's called hashtag prep work. Carr had it knocked away on the pass by David Thomas. David Thomas, just a sophomore. This Dutchtown team, a lot of that championship team is gone, but there are some pieces there that got valuable minutes. And also, even if you didn't play that much or you were in the program under Coach Griffin, his first year winning the state championship, that sets the foundation.
Absolutely sets the foundation. And you know what? It creates a culture that can be long-standing with Coach Griffin here or if he decides to move on.
Turn, inside, lay, no by Evans. He got the board. Evans put it on the floor, goes back up off the window. No, Evans fighting for it, ripped away. Evans with a steal. Evans in, Micah Evans, hard hat lunch pail, cracks the seal. It's 2-0 Dutchtown.
That tells me right now it's going to be a battle in the paint. You know what? It's not for the faint of heart.
Evans, a first team all-region 4-5A, as voted on by the coaches, and every coach in the region is in the gym. Here's Jackson. Jackson has it. He's worked on defensively by Barthel on the left side. Got a count on him now. Gives it to David Thomas. Thomas now backs out and going to work. Thomas between the leg. Tricky dribble. Drive right to the lane now into the court on the hand. And gets it back to the top. De Silva. Whips it down low. Here's Thomas. Catch, turn, fading, jump. Hill of the rim. No rebound. Swallowed up by De Silva. They'll get a second chance opportunity. No shot clock. Thomas floats. Scoop. Lay good. David Thomas.
Nice.
Even ball game at 2-all.
Great job by Thomas right there, avoiding that potential charge right there and kind of just laying that thing up there softly with the right hand.
Richardson between the rings, whipped it over, almost a steal. Here comes Barthel, back out. Richardson, top side three, hill of the rim, no. Rebound, flat-footed and grabbed by Barnes. Barnes with excellent size, good speed and versatility. Whips it to Hand. Hand wanted to pull it, he faked. He's going to drive, put it up off the window. No, it's an offensive foul on Jalon Hand, his first, team first.
Once again, as we start to progress and we continue to see more basketball, one of the things I want to see more development of is pulling off of that 10 to 12-foot jump shot. You know, it's just way too easy for officials to make that charge call right there.
Where's Rex Chapman? Block or charge? Dutchtown on the cut, sleep. Barthel was sleep. Beautiful execution there, but he was sleep. He was wide open. One thing about this Dutchtown team, as I went through that starting lineup, you notice Barthel, who was just on the cut, is a sophomore.
Yes.
Cohen Carr is a sophomore. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to some guys on that Dutchtown bench. They might not get in tonight. You'll know who they are next year. Here's Thomas. Thomas at the top. Thomas with a dribble. Now goes to the right of the lane. Took the bump. Goes up off the window. David Thomas in control. His second field goal.
Tell you one thing. He did a great job putting that left shoulder in to get that contact, that separation. Nice kiss off the glass.
Richardson into the front court. Dutchtown now, 2 minutes and some change gone by without a hoop, and a foul is called from the trail official. Let's see, who will it be on? It's on Eagles Landing, and it is on Fabian. So Fabian Da Silva hits the foul, his first, team second.
He was holding on to Micah Evans like the Kansas City secondary in the Super Bowl.
Look at that, oh my. Stop, and they'll have it now. Is Waddell. Waddell, a three ball, in and out. No rebound, tip deflected. Offensive second chance opportunity for Dutchtown. Carr, open, the lefty. No, out of bounds. I saved that one for you. That's a future lose lefty.
Okay. You just go ahead and write that down now.
Yeah. I've got the little L emblem by me. Which is what I keep in the scorebook. 5:29 to go.
Go ahead and put that L square by it.
Yeah. 5.5, less than that now. Socially distanced gymnasium on a drive. Take it, took contact, up, and a foul. So forcing the issue is Jelon Hand, and now he'll go to the free throw line for the very first time. The foul called on Davari Barthel.
Here's something that's very interesting right here if you've been paying attention here in the close to the first 3 minutes of this game. They have yet to keep Eagles Landing out of the paint on drives.
Hand at the line. The first one is short, no good. Eagles Landing, as Lou touched on it in the open, 73.6 points per game. Offensively, defensively, 53.9. Both free throws are no good. Rebound swallowed up by Carr, and Dutchtown will come back this way. They move left to right as you view it. Richardson hands it off. There comes Waddell. Waddell stop. They'll peel it back out. Now Waddell on a drive, stepping through the hoop, goes up, count it, and the foul by Jared Waddell. It's a scoring one more for the former Heritage Conyers Patriot.
Once again, great job right there with the little dribble weave, right? Got him on the hip, did a great job of stepping through, kind of avoiding that contact, getting a little bit of a bump, and one opportunity.
5:05 on the clock, and Waddell free throw in the air and good, and now Dutchtown has a 1-point lead. This is the third meeting between these two teams in this season. The two previous games were decided by 9 total points. On the drive, Hand into the paint, dumped it off, out of bounds, and a turnover. Again, though, Coach, you brought out an excellent point. Getting into the paint right now, Eagles Landing not having any resistance from Dutchtown.
Not in regards off of those direct line drives. That will come back to haunt you as the game goes on.
Little 2-2-1, Richardson to Carr. Carr baseline hangs in the air. No, and he was fouled. Good job, though. I like the poise that Dutchtown just showed in breaking that press.
Once again, well-coached team, championship culture. Once you can break that down, you know what? He didn't take 2 extra dribbles. He actually got the pass ahead, and that's the reason why he had that direct line drive on the baseline. Got to make the free throws, though.
And then a good job by the Eagles Landing defender because that could have been a dunk. You made him change it in the air.
Absolutely.
Cohen will get one more. No good. He's not living right. 5-4 ball game. The tension is in the air. 4:30. Barnes to the hoop, scoring and one. A.J. Barnes, the junior.
Once again, what was that? Direct line drive to the basket?
Direct, and it's to the right side. Everything's to the right of the lane. They're coming down the right wing, the right side. Even nothing has penetrated from the left side of the left wing here in the early moments. Short on the free throw, no good. So free throws now being left up on both ends.
You talked about there's a bunch of coaches in here tonight, right?
There's a lot of coaches in here tonight.
They're going to probably make them drive left.
Up, kick out. Richardson, right wing three, no. Board, rip down now. Jackson, long lead pass, up ahead, driving layup, good. In on the paint, a nice move. A.J. Barnes. Barnes now with 4 in the contest. Half of 5A is in the gym, literally.
But once again, when you average almost 74 points a game, you can't give up easy transition buckets.
Evans, jumper, long, no good. Rebound, Barnes. He whips it up ahead. Here's Jackson. Jackson alley, no oop to Fabian. They weren't on the same page. Rebound is chased down by Hand. Eagles Landing will like to get out and run. And if they get out and run and get out and run, they will run you to death. And now, Coach Elliott Montgomery has been hit with a warning. Not sure exactly. And he points to himself and says, my bad. 3:45, Montgomery hit with a warning. Here's Hand. Hand working between the rings of the left side to the silver. Cutting is Barnes. Foul line jump good. A.J. Barnes cutting and jumping and scoring.
And once again, we said at the beginning of the broadcast, we started with A.J. Barnes and David Thomas. They have not disappointed us so far, getting whatever they want offensively.
Micah Evans charges to the hoop and scores. He has 4 points and then a steal. Waddell up and is fouled. Good pressure in the defensive backcourt for Jared Waddell in Dutchtown. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, one of the things as I continue to look at the different offensive accolades of Eagles Landing, they have that spurt ability, and they can hit you quick, fast, and in a hurry. So you got to keep this thing, just like Coach Griffin said, got to keep this a half-court game. You know what? 10-7 so far, not bad at this point in the first quarter.
Yeah, but they've missed 3 free throws.
Yeah.
They're now 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Waddell will have another one.
Need all of those.
Good, he split them. And now substitution, and now Coach Jordan Griffin will call a timeout. It is a 30-second timeout with 3:16 to go here in this first quarter. We'll keep it right here, and since Coach Griffin called the timeout, I've talked about him. This is his second year entering this contest, 47-11. Coach, I've attended a lot of his practices. I saw them last year. Coming from college, which is where he came from, was on the staff with Will Wade at UTC, at Columbus State, also coached in Arizona at the high school level. The college experience he has, you can see reflecting over into his high school program. How important is that if a college coach is able to bring that to high school and have immediate success like Coach Griffin has?
First of all, you get the kids' attention immediately because you are a great gateway from them from going to high school to college. Right? The second thing is the different things that he's showing out here is getting them prepared for when they're going to play at college at a quicker pace, at a higher level.
Out of the timeout, Eagles Landing has it with Fabian. Fabian, a dribble move. Now he's to the left. He stopped in the paint. It was knocked away. He recovers. They're harassing him defensively. They give it to Barnes for 3 seconds. 3-second violation. That's good defense from Dutchtown being feisty and aggressive.
Great defense.
10-8 ball game, 2:56 to go. Henry County has won 2 state championships on the public school side. Eagles Landing in 2013, Dutchtown in 2020. The flag bearers, without a doubt, glad that you're with us. Waddell around the screen, curling, floating, 14-footer, in and out, no, rebound to Barnes. Barnes collects it, protects it, and puts it on the floor. Up to the right side, now gonna drive, uncontested. Oh, little campfire defense from Dutchtown. They were just watching as A.J. Barnes went gallivanting down the right of the lane.
You said campfire.
Campfire defense. Everybody standing around watching.
Okay. That was Matador, Olay.
Oh, nice. Cameron Callahan is into the contest out of the timeout. Number 13 engraved for Dutchtown. Out of bounds off of Eagles Landing. It will be Dutchtown basketball. Baseline out of bounds. On the trigger, inside, Carr. Window scores. Cohen Carr first made field goal.
At some point, Dutchtown's going, in my mind, going to have to switch defenses right here because in their man, having a hard time keeping them in front.
Evans with the steal. Carr, don't.
Oh, no.
Running the break. Now you see the versatility of Micah Evans. Got the steal, led the break, and then drop off to Cohen Carr.
Reason why he's first team all region, right?
12-12 ball game, 1:48 to go. He is. Between he and Carr, they are the engine that power this Dutchtown Bulldogs bunch. Hand back out 100 seconds. Coach Montgomery shouting instructions. They triple team him. He stops. He gets it back to Barnes. He'll retreat dribble. Now Barnes, headline, float, forced it, no good. Rebound underneath. Hand chases it back out. Jackson, right wing, 3, bottom. Oh, Jalen Jackson, a 3 ball out of a broken play.
And one of the keys Coach talked about was making sure we kept them off the glass, didn't keep them off, got it back out. 3-point shot.
Second chance opportunity, and Jaden Jackson hit it. Evans, turn, face up, jump.
Beautiful.
Micah Evans, very patient. Turned, faced up, squared his shoulders, and dropped it in from 13 off the short corner. 1 minute to go first quarter. Eagles Landing in Dutchtown in 5A in Henry County. Now here's Hand pulled back out defensively. Richard is laying off of him. Thomas gives him a shield screen. They go through it. Now back out to Thomas. 15-14 ball game. Thomas wanting to get going downhill. A bevy of dribbles to the lane. Goes up and scores. David Thomas setting him up on the table and then driving right behind. Quickly, Richardson back, lost it, kicks it back over to Waddell. Waddell in the corner, they whack at him. He turns, jump pass, top side, open. Callahan a three, hill of the rim, no rebound to Thomas. Look out, they got Jackson up ahead. Long lead pass, he corrals it, gives it off to Fabian, layup good. When Eagles Landing gets out and run, you're in trouble. Jackson did not try to force an acrobatic layup. Good job of Fabian trailing, dumped it off, and then he got the lay.
This is a trap meet that Dutchtown does not want right now.
Steal. Oh, and a whistle call, and Montgomery doesn't like it because they were going to be out to the races again. 10.5 to go. You mentioned something off air when we were talking about Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's not far from here. Micah Evans going to the free throw line. The foul count racking up, though, now for Eagles Landing. That's their 6th. It'll be the 1-and-1.
I'll tell you one thing, Eagles Landing, as soon as they get that rebound, they are revved up, getting down the floor quick, fast, and in a hurry. And they're doing a great job of keeping their heads up and automatically passing that thing ahead.
Evans missed the front end. Now one shot, now 6 seconds to go. Eagles Landing with McKinney into the contest. Now on the drive, Thomas McKinney open, fresh off the bench, in and out. The first quarter is complete. Eagles Landing has a 19-14 lead on Dutchtown. Region 4 5A championship. Next, second quarter. We welcome you back inside Dutchtown High School. 19-14 Eagles Landing with a 5-point lead. And as always, Coach Preston, your first quarter thoughts.
First of all, just like we said beforehand, Eagles Landing averaging 74 points. They're getting up and down the floor in transition. They have not had any type of resistance getting to the basket off of direct line drives. Barnes, Thomas doing what they do. I got to give Dutchtown credit, right? They've done a great job on their own with Micah Evans. Once again, I think Coach Griffin got to look at changing up some defenses right here to try to slow this thing down, but this thing can get out of hand quick.
That's what we're going to pay attention to. Let's see how the coaching adjustments are made either side. Hand has it as the second quarter is underway. He retreat dribbles to the right side. Barnes, Thomas, McKinney, and Jordan Fordyce started in this quarter. Get it out! A rejection! Cohen Carr with the block. Now here's Evans, recovers it. Evans to the corner, set fire, Richardson a three. It is off, no good. Rebound ripped down now by Fordyce. Gets it up ahead quickly, and a whistle and a foul, and it will be on Cohen Carr. Carr hit with the foul.
And I'm going to be honest with you, that was a good foul right there because where was Eagles Landing out to the races once again.
Well, they tell me they don't fly. They tell me they soar on the break. Carr, Richardson, Waddell, Callahan, and Evans. The 5 on the floor for Dutchtown, all in gray. Gray tops, gray bottoms. They got red numbers and black trim. Eagles Landing, all in white. White tops, white bottoms, navy trim. And they've got gold numbers and navy trim around those gold numbers. On a cut, here's Thomas on the floor. Stop, 13-footer. Jump good. David Thomas is special. He has 8 points now in the contest. 21-14, a 7-point advantage, a minute gone. Here's Callahan quickly into the paint, floats with the right hand, no. Barnes with the rebound, collects it, protects it, now puts it on the floor. Crosses the timeline now, angles to the middle, keeps the dribble alive, lost his footing in a steal. Waddell's got Carr and Carr up ahead. What you got for me? Woo-hoo, he missed it. Tried to be too fancy. Waddell now recovers, lost it, it's on the floor, picked up. That's a youthful mistake from Carr, and now a reach-in foul by Evans. Carr is long. He should have took a dribble, though.
He tried to jump from Jonesboro.
He really did. Oh, Cohen Carr. And Coach Griffin not pleased. Arms across. It was showtime. Those will be 2 points you may need back. He's long and lanky, but, yeah, he tried.
Wow.
Did he YouTube Dr. J and Jordan last night? Good night. I think he had a step behind the foul line. not quite accurate. Had he made it, the building would have fell down.
I would have been with him.
6:25 to go. Hopefully that doesn't cost them in the end. Zone defense now from Dutchtown.
Had to make the change.
Thomas, cross-court pass to Hand. Hand drive. He's cut off by Richardson. Now back out. Almost a steal from Waddell. Barnes whips it back to Hand. Left wing. 3 on the way. Hill of the rim. Rebound. Hit the floor. Carr's got it. He's got Callahan up ahead. Callahan catch goes up. Took the contact and won. Right into the SUV TV sign. Cameron Callahan the score. And one more. Good job of Carr. Tony got it up ahead on the fast break.
Even better job by Coach Griffin calling that 2-3 zone. Once again, a contested fadeaway jump shot, rebound, leads to a break, and one opportunity.
21-16, 6:03 to go. The senior Cameron Callahan at the foul line. Spot duty minutes last year off of the bench. Hill of the rim, they are clanking free throws all over the place. No good. Leaving points at the free throw line. 2 minutes gone for second quarter. Hand now over to McKinney. McKinney and Hand pitch and catch. A different defensive look now.
A little 1-3-1 look right here. When Micah Evans on the back of it.
Fordyce whips it back over to Hand in the corner. Open 3-ball. Thomas, no. Rebound. Barnes up, no. Contested on the back, no call. Carr's got it running. Up ahead. Waddell on the break. Waddell goes in. Layup. Good over the lip of the rim. He has 6 points. Dutchtown is being successful when they get out and run now. 21-18, 5:24 to go.
And we've seen him back-to-back possessions, 2-3 zone, 1-3-1. Great timeout by Coach Montgomery. He got to make this adjustment here right now.
5:20 to go, second quarter. They call the timeout. Coach Griffin, when Hand, I believe it was, shot this 3, he was yelling for them to get out there. They contested and then got out. I am pleased with the play of the senior Jared Waddell coming over from Heritage College last year. Right now, his energy level has picked up some things for Dutchtown from previously when I saw them this season.
Well, here's something else. His energy level is kind of making up for those 6 free throws they've left on the line right there.
Yeah, they have bricked some free throws. As a team, they are, 2 of 6 from the free throw line. 4 points left up there. Check it. 2 of 7. Okay. 5 points. Only 2 points here in this second quarter from Eagles Landing.
Changing defenses, I tell you. It can make you start to think and overthink some things as opposed to being comfortable in what's made you successful. And for them, it was penetration off of direct line dribbles.
And now have came out in the 13 again, and Richardson deflected. Now comes out to McKinney. McKinney to Hand. Hand has it. And now he comes back out. 3 minutes gone. 5 minutes less than that now, second quarter. 21-18 in Region 4-5A. Fordyce catches the high pass. Eagles Landing, this plays to Dutchtown favor, slowed down a little bit. Hand drives, lost it. Evans comes away with it. Here comes Richardson pushing it. Long lead pass up ahead to Waddell. Caught, hung in the air. No rebound. Ball is loose. Picked up by Fordyce. Fordyce now goes. He's got Thomas to his left. Fordyce attack. Layup. No rebound. Ripped off now by Evans. Up to Richardson quickly up ahead to Waddell. Waddell stop. Set. Fire. Right wing. 3. No. Long rebound. Waddell got it back. Waddell up. Layup. No. Tip. Carr underneath. And now here comes Eagles Landing out of there. Multiple opportunities. Dutchtown couldn't get it. Up ahead on the break. Thomas lay good. David Thomas in double figures with 10.
That was some great action right there. Unfortunately, they do everything right except score the basketball.
We just talked about the energy level, though, of Waddell. You saw it on display there. We come up on 4 minutes. 5-point game. Richardson drives, 13-footer off. No good. Rebound comes to Fordyce. He corrals it, gives it to Barnes. Eagles Landing looks a bit winded. Barnes catch, lost it, out of bounds. It was deflected by Evans. The thing now that Dutchtown is going to have to realize, they're getting these opportunities. It's still a 5-point game. They're going to have to start converting some of these, especially when they get the rebound, which Coach Griffin talked about, and when they're getting live ball turnovers.
Another thing I like to talk about this time and this point, good shots versus great shots.
Okay.
Right? And they've had some good shots, right? But knowing who's got the hot hand and making that extra pass to try to get that great shot can be something that's going to, once again, keep Dutchtown in this game.
Coaching move here as Kenneth Braby has checked in now for Eagles Landing. He has not gotten that much burn in the region tournament. Drive. Barnes flipped it up. No. Rebound by Carr. Collects it, protects it, and now puts it on the floor. The defense took the outlet away. open left wing three, long three, no good. Rebound, that's what you're talking about right there. Here's Thomas. Thomas going to go, swings it to the right. Not there, good closeout. And a retreat dribble, and they'll set it up offensively with 3:17 and a moving clock. On the drive, hand, stop, shuttles it to Braby. Braby pulls, corner three, no. Rebound, Barnes underneath, a massive house and a foul by Carr.
But I'm going to tell you this right here. Griffin's decision to change up his defenses has gotten Eagles Landing, has gotten them a little bit off kilter. And you got guys taking shots who necessarily aren't taking shots. Maybe get that ball back into Barnes' hand. Barnes going to go shoot the free throws. Barnes and Thomas, once again, they are the two straws that stir this drink.
Barnes' free throw is short, no good. He's 0 of 2. He had 8 points in that first quarter to go with David Thomas, who had 6 back in that first quarter. Thomas now is in double figures. He has 10. Elliott Montgomery, a foul line timeout, had 4 of his players come back there. Now he may be making some form of adjustment. Wow. Barnes, no good. Free throw shooting, not good either way. Leaving points up there. 3 minutes on the second quarter clock. Richardson up ahead. Catch. 3. Barthel on the way. An air ball. Who opened the door? Let me check. It's not behind us. Turnover.
I'm going to tell you, they've had some wide open shots they haven't been able to knock down.
Barthel, Carr, Evans, Richardson, and Callahan on the floor for Dutchtown. Hampton, Georgia, just north of it. Just outside McDonough, it's Henry County. Stop, McKinney. It was rejected. Evans has it. They're running 3-on-1. Evans is going to go all the way. Layup, no. Carr, rebound, lost it. He should have gave it up. Now here comes McKinney back this way. McKinney goes, floated it up, caught, no, underneath, fight for it. Braby comes away with it. They collapse on Braby. Now he turns, and it was rejected. Now Hand comes in. It was rejected. They're playing hot potato. Underneath, up, it fell off on a foul call. Not a good sequence there. Braby was so wide open, he did not know what to do. He hasn't played but 17 seconds all season.
I'm going to tell you right now, the most excitement I saw was the fans in front of us.
Yes.
Just up and just like, what in the world? So many opportunities right here. Now you got to try to convert from the free throw line.
With the free throw good, that's his first made free throw. They are 1 of 4. He is 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Eagles Landing as a team is 1 of 6. No good. He clanked it off. They're 1 of 7. Both teams struggling from the free throw line, leaving big chunks of points up there. 2:08 in the moving clock. Zone defense now, 1-3-1 from Eagles Landing. Baseline, 1 dribble, pull up, jump. It is short. Rebound, Evans, put it on the floor. Now Corrals lost it, and it was rejected. Give me that. Barnes with a block. Barnes leading the break. The Thomas
nice.
all overhead up and scores. He didn't even put it on the floor. Micah Evans, sophomore, big man, put that ball on the floor. He did it earlier. It will cost you against talented and elite teams. Cost them right there.
It sure did, but it was a great job by Barnes right there with that push-ahead pass.
Good cut in, foul, and now that'll be on Braby. Kenneth Braby. Carr going to the free throw line. Evans is sucking wind right now.
They just keep going up and down this floor. We love it.
We do, but the score now is too low for the pace.
Yeah.
Carr, the lefty, at the free throw line. It's in the air. It's no good. Can anybody buy a free throw? 0 of 3 from the free throw line is Carr.
They're like 3. Both teams are like 3 of 15 overall so far, right?
Dutchtown is 2 of 8. Eagles Landing is 1 of 7, and they just blew another one. Man, they're leaving points on the foul line. 15 feet may win you the game.
Tell you right now, that's what drives coaches crazy. That's why we all have gray hair.
Except you.
Mine's bald.
Hand has it on the left side, 1:19 to go. Puts it on and a traveling violation. Amari Jackson is into the contest now, number 4 for Eagles Landing, and commits the turnover.
But you know the reason why my hair is bald, right?
Yes,
because if I let it grow out, I look like former President Obama. True salt pepper shaker up here.
Another loose lefty.
Exactly.
Carr in the Evans. Catch, turn, they fouled him. Braby fouled him on the floor, and that'll be the 4th foul of the quarter. Remember now, 6 fouls for the 1-and-1, 8 for the double bonus, and the fouls reset. So they're 4 aside here. Baseline out of bounds. Barthel is the trigger. Barthel looks and now has to fire it back to Callahan. Callahan picked up by hand. He drives right on him to the hoop and left it, no, short. Rebound, tip, fight for it. Callahan got it back and scored. That's a 50-50 ball right there. They got that 2 points off a hustle.
Exactly. And you know what? Dutchtown has gotten their hands on more 50-50 balls than Eagles Landing. They just haven't been able to convert.
A lot of them, 26-20. Game kind of tightening up. Coach, another change in defense from Dutchtown. Look at this. Love excellent coaching. Retreat dribble now by hand. He bounces it to Thomas, who goes baseline. He left his feet to make the pass to Bravery. Bravery along too. Good. Bravery said, I done got warm now. I was shocked to get in the game, but I know how to put it in the bucket along too. 28-20. Elliott put a player in that wasn't showing up on earlier film. What'd you say? It's moving one. Evans drives, puts it up, no, rebound underneath, 9 seconds to go, and they're running with Barnes with 7. A.J. Barnes is running, Barnes all the way, layup good. A.J. Barnes in transition to beat the horn. Maybe a long shot by Evans is going to be waved off, and it's a 30-20 halftime lead. Carr fouled Barnes down here. You better be glad the official did not call it. Eagles Landing 30, Dutchtown 20. The Region 4-5A championship will continue. The SUVTV.com. Joel Hillsman and Lewis Preston, glad that you're back here with us in our SUV TV top-level seats from Dutchtown High School. It is a 30-20 Eagles Landing lead here at the Region 4 5A state championship. I wanted to get on a little earlier, Coach, but there's a lot of coaches in the gym. And, well, you know how I roll.
I know you do.
All right, second half. From Dutchtown, from Eagles Landing, what has to happen?
Very plain and simple for Dutchtown from a defensive standpoint. They have got to figure out a way to eliminate direct line drives and eliminate or slow down Eagles Landing in regards to transition, because A.J. Barnes and David Thomas, amongst others, have been absolutely living at the basket tonight. In regards to Dutchtown, what they need to do offensively, they're getting really good looks. They just got to knock them down. You said something earlier, Joel, that I didn't bring up until now. These guys are young, right? And they're in this young moment. This opportunity right here is going to be something for them to build off of. But they had that spurt right there early on in the second quarter that got them close. They're going to need that, and they're going to need to have some different things happen. Both teams got to make free throws when they get that opportunity at the free throw line. So really excited to see in this first 3 minutes, as we like to call Barry's barometer, to see the different adjustments that Coach Griffin and Coach Montgomery makes, because this 10-point lead can extend out, as I like to say, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Dutchtown will be in possession as they start it and move right to left. As you view it, they're all in gray tops, gray bottoms, and red numbers and black trim. The second half going to be jam-packed with action and stuff of that nature. Carr has it, swings it over to Richardson. Richardson now, they put it on the right side to Evans. Evans puts it on the floor. Nice move to the hoop. Evans left it, no good. Got his own board. He's surrounded, he turns, he puts it up and scores. Nice. Micah Evans. Evans now with 8 points.
But we saw earlier in the second quarter where he put it on the floor and he got it stolen. He didn't put it on the floor that time. Got the offensive rebound. Got a nice little lefty lay-in.
Off of the halftime adjustment, I see. Jackson, Hand, Barnes, Thomas, and Fabian De Silva, the 5 that started for Eagles Landing. They move left to right as you view it. Dutchtown High School, Henry County.
Dutchtown's going back to that 1-3-1 that they had midway through the second quarter, that adjustment they had to make, because that's what got them close back in the game to within 4 points in that second quarter.
And we talked about it, and that's why you and I harp on coaching so much. Barnes, 3, no, and it goes over the backboard. They don't call it, and it outlets to Evans. The 13 defense, he's quadruple teamed almost. Spins it now. Here's Barthel in the corner. Waddell traveling.
Yeah.
The 13 defense, the 1-3-1, is not used enough. No. You see that old basic 2-3. The 1-3-1, and if it's done right, no matter what side the ball the floor is on, you can always be in a 1-3-1 if you run it right. And it's not hard to teach. Don't let some coaches tell you that.
It's not very hard to teach. It's one of the defenses I ran a lot in college, not only as an assistant but as a head coach. You got to get guys to understand position, and once again, you got to have your hands up. You got to be active. You got to be talking. You got to be moving. The bottom guy, who happens to be Micah Evans right here, he's got to do the most work because he's got to go from corner to corner.
Tipped inside and scores.
That was Barnes right there. He shouldn't be able to get the ball that easily right there in the paint to be able to turn around and score.
Barnes with 13. Largest lead of the game now is 10 at 32-22. It was 30-20 at the half. Evans puts it on the floor with the left hand. Below the foul line, took contact, cutting was Barthel. He went in the air and gave it to Carr, who scored. Cohen Carr scores. Cohen Carr now coming in at 14.5 points per game, shooting 55% from the field on the season.
What we saw right there was some great sharing and carrying right there by Dutchtown.
Yes, sir. Thomas fake a pass, high to Jackson. He wasn't able to corral it, and then Waddell chased it down. Jackson now comes away with it. Fabian's in the corner. He dropped it off. Carr tipped it, goes baseline, left the feet, inside. Fabian in the paint, stop, up with the left hand, and scores. Fabian De Silva, and a timeout call, and it will be a full timeout call by Elliott Montgomery and Eagles Landing here in this third quarter.
That's a great timeout right there by him, and here's the reason why it's a great timeout, Joel. He doesn't like the activity of his team versus this 1-3-1. They're a little bit discombobulated. He's got to calm them down, because here's the thing. If you can get it into the middle, you can look opposite on both ways in the corners, because once again, Evans has to make a decision, and you're that back person in the 1-3-1. I got to make a decision on what side I need to go to. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to shade the guy who's got the highest percentage. But once again, if I'm not rotating the way that I need to be rotating, because here's the one thing with Dutchtown, they're doing a good job, right, when the ball's in the air of rotating and getting into position. But when that ball gets down to the corner, you got to not only get to the corners, the bottom, opposite guys got to take and drop down as well to help. It's a lot of activity that has to happen. There's got to be a lot of talking as well. Curious to see, once again, if I'm Dutchtown, honestly, I'm going to stay in it because they're not giving up transition points right now, and they're playing in the half court, like we said prior to the game. If we can make it a half court game, he said we got a shot.
And it's 30-20, and even though we had an up and down game like you mentioned and you're talking about, it could favor right now in the 50s. They'll have to button down the hatch a little bit, but Coach Griffin has made Coach Montgomery, as you mentioned, think about it. Interesting to see how they will change offensively. Richardson across the timeline, picked up now, angled. They double him, whips a pass over to Barthel. Barthel whips it down to a cutting Carr. Carr down the lane, layup, good. Cutting to the basket, Cohen Carr, he has 8 points.
Now, what's kind of funny, it's almost like role reversal. Dutchtown's the one getting cuts, easy lay-ins right there at the basket, and Eagles Landing's having to earn their shots on the perimeter.
Good point, and Eagles Landing was getting theirs on the dribble. Dutchtown getting theirs running the offense and on the cuts, as you mentioned. Here's hand picked up by Barthel. 5 minutes ago, there's your Barry's barometer right there. 6-4 favor Dutchtown, but there's a lay-in drive by Jackson. Jaden Jackson scores. He has 5.
Once again, Eagles Landing just standing there basic man-to-man right here.
On the cut, Evans put it on the floor, pump fake up and scores. Micah Evans had the patience, saw the help coming, pump fake, and put it off the window.
But the most important part right there with Evans, he had Barnes on his back. Barnes couldn't get to it.
The positioning. On the cut, Barnes up, no, rebound, hit the floor, out of bounds, and it'll go to Dutchtown. Now Fordyce is going to come in, and now Jabril Martin will check in for the very first time off of the bench. He has height, he is young. You talked about it, and this leads me into my next segment. Henry County, there is not a 6A or 7A school in Henry County. 10 public high schools, 7 of them are 5A, 3 of them are 4A. And I know you get into bigger is better. 7A, 6A is heavy North Metro. Cobb, Gwinnett, North Fulton, and then all of the pieces in South Georgia. That's why you may not hear about Henry County as much. It's dispersed. 7 of the 10 high schools have been built since 2000. Thomas File. Now, as an example, Locust Grove is going to the state tournament. They'll be the number 3 seed out of this region. It's their first state tournament. They opened, Coach, in 2009 to pull away from Ola, who opened in 2006, and Luella in 2003. The fermentation in trying to build a program was not there because of the quick pull and divide and expansion of the high schools.
And I'm going to go ahead and say this, as you gave that history lesson right there to us. I have an even greater amount of respect for the coaching here because, once again, you're not able to even create a solid foundation and culture before all of a sudden you got all these different options that's going on here. 10 high schools, but I also say a lot about Henry County that is continuing to grow, right? Right now, Atlanta, just a little consensus for you, is the 4th fastest growing city in America.
Waddell, a 3-ball. Yeah, and a lot of people say, well, Gwinnett has 23 high schools. DeKalb has 20. Cobb has 20. Fulton has 19, 20. Henry's got 10, but they're all brand new. Inside, kick out, corner, long 3, no, board, Mitchell, Waddell, fight for it, out of bounds, stays with Eagles Landing.
Thought that was off Eagles Landing right there.
Henry County High School, which is now McDonough High School, the oldest school in the county. Then you've got Stockbridge, who's had success. Then Eagles Landing. Eagles Landing opened in 1990, so they're still a baby. But the other schools still have Similac all over their breath. No good, A.J. Barnes out of bounds. Union Grove, who will be the number 4 seed out of the region, they opened in 2000. This will be their 3rd state tournament appearance under head coach Jarvis Tarplin, who's now in his 10th year there, but their first trip in 2 years. They go in with a losing record, but youth has dominated and what is dominating Henry County at the moment. 3, no good. You look at the youth on the floor here. Outlet, stolen. Richardson on the break. Richardson, 15-footer. No. Tip. No. Rebound comes off. Now they'll push it in transition. Whips it up ahead. Here's Thomas. Thomas on the break. Thomas all the way. Right hand. Good. David Thomas on the break. He has 12. Check it. 14.
4-point swing right there.
Traveling violation by Dutchtown.
You missed that little 15-footer right there. They get it out on the break. Thomas goes with the finish right there. You know, once again, got to be able to convert those, especially when you got numbers.
And we've seen it a number of times in the first half. Dutchtown down 7. Yeah. I hate to say it. They're a 50-50 ball and a free throw and a conversion away from even leading.
Yes.
Spins it to the top. I'm not saying that that's Eagles Landing fault, but just what Dutchtown needs to do to improve. He put it on the floor, jump pass, inside, turnover, poor decision. Running out. Here's Waddell. Waddell's got Carr with him. He left it for him. Carr dunk. Beautiful job of the seek and a find from Jared Waddell to Colton Carr.
5-point game.
Carr in double figures. 38-35. We go under 2 minutes in the third quarter. Dutchtown and Eagles Landing Region 4-5A.
And they've been in that 1-3-1 the entire quarter.
And it started, the 2-3 minute mark of the second quarter. Drive, no good, rebound, and they're rebounding well out of it. Barthel now to Evans. Evans get it up ahead. Waddell, set, fire, 3-ball on the way. Bottoms. A 3 from Jared Waddell. Man, has he played massive in this contest. 12 points in the game for Jared Waddell. Cream rising to the clock. In the region championship, it's a 2-point ball game. 80 seconds. A little pitch and catch now for Eagles Landing in the corner. Here's Thomas. Thomas going to penetrate the D. Float it with the right hand. David Thomas just doing it. Oh, he's something special. That's a sophomore. 40-36. What a big-time bucket there.
He didn't even hesitate. Kept his head up the whole time.
Evans showed the range. Oh, living right. Micah Evans a 3.
Okay.
40-39. Dutchtown's got it to 1. Evans had to tie a shoe down here on the other side. Here's Barnes with it. 45 seconds. Jackson on the left side, the defense collapsing out. They wanted to get the steal. Barnes now drives, hand in the corner, hand retreats. The baseline was cut off. Good D from Richardson. Richardson now also took the passing angle away. 35 seconds. Whip it to the corner. Barnes, pump fake, pull it, show the range. Good. It's a 2. Nope, it's a 3. A 3. They gave him a 3 for A.J. Barnes.
Let me tell you something right now. In that 1-3-1, they did everything right except have a hand up to contest the shot. Got to do that.
Evans drives, turns, spin, left hand, no, tip, fight for it. Barnes collects it, protects it. Final shot coming for Eagles Landing. Barnes into the forecourt, 8 seconds. Baseline drive, reverse, Thomas, no, fell off, tip, follow, no. Rebound, they fight for it. Carr has it, out of bounds. Whose ball will it be? It'll be Dutchtown. 2 and 1 10-second side out of bounds, 4-point game.
This is the adjustments, and once again, we talked about the college background.
Yes.
You had a chance to see it right there.
Exactly.
You had a chance to see it.
And Montgomery is playing with him as well. He showed him bravery in the second quarter. He's showing Martin here. Long heave, Richardson, bang! 1, 2, 3, Richardson. All 3 of them to end the third quarter. That's why you maximize the 2 and 1 10-second. Gary Richardson, his first hoop. You want to talk about momentum? The fourth quarter is coming up next. Eagles Landing 43, Dutchtown 42, the SUVTV.com. We welcome you back inside Dutchtown High School. I'm Joel Hillsman. My partner is Lewis Preston, the SUV TV. Region 4-5A on a Saturday night, 43-42. Line score, Dutchtown 14-6, 22. Eagles Landing 19-11-13. A 22-point third quarter from Dutchtown, outscoring their first 2 quarters in the game, Coach.
And it goes back to their defense led to their offense right there. Once again, he's still in the same defense.
Carr knocked it away.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't change it.
No, I wouldn't either. Richardson, Callahan, Carr, Evans, and Waddell, the 5 on the floor for Dutchtown.
Kind of look like they're in the 2-3 right here.
Barnes catches it. Barnes going to drive now to Thomas. Thomas had it taken away. Good defense, team defense. They got him iced on that corner.
Traveled.
Now he whips it across the hand. Hand now has it. Hand going to put it on the floor. It was knocked away. Goes to the corner. Barnes came in. They took the paint away. Rebound by Evans. Good defense from Dutchtown. They were countering everything Eagles Landing wanted to do. That's an in-game adjustment as well. Evans has it now. Let me set it. It is Hand, Fordyce, Jackson, Thomas, and Barnes, the 5 on the floor for Eagles Landing. Callahan down the lane. Oh, he went gallivanting down the lane. With a lead, Cameron Callahan has 6. And they've got the lead, 44-43. Dutchtown, the Bulldogs, the defending 5A state champs. Hand has it now. He picked it up. He whips it back to Jackson.
Back in 13 again.
Listen, Coach, you know, yes, they are. Inside, Fordyce put it on the floor, off the window, no tip. Rebound comes off the car. Fordyce had it knocked away. I'm going to tell you something, Coach. We talk about it all the time. Fordyce comes across the lane, catches, and then he puts it on the floor. Young men, when you put the basketball on the floor, that allows the defense extra time. Catch it, turn, and go up. You want to play in college? Do it in college. You won't be there long. 44-43. Well, you might not get there if you keep doing it at the high school level. Richardson jumped past the Evans on a foul call away from the ball on Jackson.
Where I'm really impressed right now is how, once again, the 1-3-1 is playing mind games on Eagles Landing right now. And he's just staying in it, and he's like, you know what, you're going to think you're open, but I'm going to shut it down on you really quick. And now you're taking shots that you're not accustomed to taking. And once they get the ball out, they're going in transition.
And this is what I was going to say. You know I'm a Tom Thibodeau guy in his defensive effort. Dutchtown's defense, everybody's on a string. Callahan, no, he was fouled on the attack. When the defense is on a string, it just makes everything better. The 1-3-1 is not brand new to them.
Right, and we talk about all the time you got to be a fist. When you are a fist, right, everybody's together the entire time.
Callahan at the free throw line. Now he's 0 of 1, and free throws have been an issue. Free throw is good. Prior to that free throw, Dutchtown in the first half was 2 of 8. Eagles Landing was 1 of 7. Neither team shot a free throw in the third quarter. It's a 2-point Dutchtown lead. They trailed by as many as 10. Callahan takes his time. He's at the line by himself. He clanked it. It rolled off. No good. Thomas got the board. 6:38 and a moving clock. Eagles Landing in Dutchtown region 4-5-8.
Now, it's been this defense right here has really played tricks on Eagles Landing, right? And they're trying to figure out ways how to get the ball to Barnes in the middle.
He's flashing. Fabian jumper, no. Rebound out of the guard spot. Waddell. Griffin, man.
Yeah.
Griffin, man. He got a ring. He got a ring. Remember that. Waddell lost his feet. Terrible decision, and that's a poor decision. He pats himself on the back, on his chest, and says, my bad, turnover. He left his feet to make a pass. Jordan Griffin, 47-11, now in his second year here at Dutchtown. Against Eagles Landing, though, he's 1-4 and has lost 3 straight. Trying to get him right now. He got a state championship. He doesn't have a region championship.
I think I'd take that latter one.
You would too, but Eagles Landing, well, you know, because Eagles Landing, they can't get past the second round. They hadn't been out the second round in years. Spins it to the left side now. Take it, fake it back out to Thomas. Thomas forced the 3 and 1. Cardinals send fouling a 3-point shooter. David Thomas, all 3 of them. Cash money. 46-45.
Just a sophomore, huh?
Just a sophomore. Just a sophomore, Coach.
I'm going to have to make some phone calls.
19 points for David Thomas. Well, you got friends down at Stetson. He's got his former teammate last year, Keith Lamar, is over at Stetson.
Yes, he is. You
know people at Presbyterian. Kershawn Thrash is over at Presbyterian. He was on this Eagles Landing squad last year. The 4-point play is good, and now Eagles Landing goes back out in front 47-45. 5:35 to go, and Griffin doesn't like it. Great timeout. You can feel you know what? You could feel the energy kind of zap just a little bit. The Hoover upright is not on, but it's coming in, and he doesn't want his team to feel down because of the 4-point play.
But this is what you need to do now. You got to get all their eyes focused back because they've done everything right so far in this second half and making different adjustments. We've been – I'm going to go ahead and say this. We have been privileged the last 2 nights to watch 2 great groups of coaches make different in-game adjustments throughout the course of the game. Right? Now, we got to make some adjustments here offensively for Dutchtown, right, to once again to where you can continue to put more pressure on Eagles Landing. When it comes down to defense for Dutchtown, I'm going to continue to stay in what I'm staying in, even with that 4-point play. Because here's the thing, Eagles Landing has not been comfortable the entire second half.
They went to the 1-3-1 at 3:22 of the second quarter. They held Eagles Landing to 13 points in the third quarter while scoring 22. That defense has been effective, and it's a tricky 1-3-1 because they're slipping and using 2 guards who were taking care of each wing defensively.
Exactly. Once again,
I was waiting on you to bring that point out.
No,
but you wanted me to bring that out.
I wanted you to.
Because I'm a guard.
You know what? Sometimes as a big man, I like to make the extra pass.
Hey, I like it. I'll take it. I'll make sure you get the dime drop, too.
Very rarely, though.
Richardson bounces it over the Carr. They play pitch and catch above the perimeter.
And Eagles Landing goes to a 2-3 zone.
Moves in. Euro stepping up. Waddell, no. Carr with a putback jam. Cohen Carr. Carr with 12 points. Big offensive rebound and second chance opportunity there.
And that's the problem with 2-3 zone. You don't have blockout responsibility.
And that's what I was going to say about Dutchtown. They have been rebounding extremely well out of the 1-3-1. 47-47. The clock is at 4:22. It's a moving clock. Thomas wanted to pull it. He put it on the floor. He lost it going to the hoop, out of bounds, off of Dutchtown. Possession will remain with Eagles Landing. Eagles Landing coming in at 23-1. They lost 1 game by 1 point down in Tift County. Tift's got 7A state championships too. Up, Barnes, no, it's on the floor, no shot, and it'll be baseline out of bounds. The problem, though, with Eagles Landing is this, Coach. Last year, 25 wins, second round loss at home. The year before, 18-19, 23 wins, second round loss at home. In 17-18, 22 wins, third round loss at home. 16-17, 21 wins, second round loss at home. Inside off of the steal. They take it away again. Dutchtown ripping it away. Long lead pass. Up ahead to Waddell. Waddell tried to go with the alley. Oh, no. Go-Go Gadget arms weren't that long for Carr. Barnes back. Layup. Fabian good. Fabian De Silva on the break.
4-point swing right there.
It was. 49-47. And lastly, in 15-16, 24 wins and a first-round loss to Bainbridge. They have not been out of the first round, out past the quarterfinals, but one time in the previous 5 years. All 5 years of 20-plus win seasons. 3-ball. Waddell. Hill of the rim, no good. Rebound in the hand. Hand up ahead to David Thomas. Thomas catches, dunks. David Thomas with a dunk on the break. They've got to fix it, and this year is their 6th straight 20-win season. You see it's there, though.
I'll tell you one thing. As I've talked about the 1-3-1, Eagles Landing going back to the 2-3, getting some guys that are wide open, but not knocking down shots. It's actually, back-to-back turnovers right here, which is leading to them out in transition. That's a good foul, to be honest with you.
It is. Waddell now, I'm watching his body language. He was trapped in the corner, jumped to make the pass. It's a turnover across court, and he didn't get back as fast defensively. His fatigue setting in.
Fatigue might be setting in, but right there, you can't leave him on the island. You got to have somebody cut there to the paint to kind of give him another offensive player for him, because he was caught in the world of hurt. And he was on the sideline and the baseline as well, so you got 4 defenders down there.
Each team has 3 timeouts remaining. 51-47, 3:14 to go. Joel Hillsman, Lewis Preston, glad that you are with us. Inside and a steal by Richardson. Richardson now going to shield off hand. Richardson in the middle. Richardson going to go all the way, and a jump ball call. Ooh. Excellent call. Possession to Dutchtown.
Nice.
It's a jump ball. Oh, no, she overruled and set a foul.
Huh.
And the foul is on hand 11. Whoa, that's his third.
Interesting.
That was an interesting overrule there because the lead official was very, very firm in that it was a jump ball. 3:04 to go. Richardson, the trigger, back out now to Callahan. Callahan, a three ball. No. Rebound, flew in, and rebound, that's off by Jackson, who's back in. Amari Jackson, a big board in big minutes here late in the fourth quarter. Under 3 minutes, a 4-point ball game. The two games previous to this season decided by 9 points. Barnes has it. Now plays pitch and catch. No shot clock. Watch this now. I like Elliott, but he will do this without a shot clock. 51-47. It's right there where Dutchtown wanted it in the 50s. Now Coach Griffin is telling the defense to come out. Montgomery gives an instruction to Barnes, and now Carr has to come out. The clock is running, and now a carrying violation is called. Palming violation. He discontinued the dribble, and a turnover.
Elliott Montgomery's face is classic right there. Like, what?
It's a 4-point game. Dutchtown is 4-3 in games this season decided by 5 points or less. Eagles Landing is 3-1 in games decided by 5 points or less. The one loss was by 1 point to Tiff. I've said that a couple of times. Tiff is just what? Few miles down the road on 75. Timeout now called with 2:10 to go. 2 timeouts remaining. This one is charged to Dutchtown here in this fourth quarter. Dutchtown, key wins this season. Cedar Shoals, Chapel Hill, McDonough. The losses, though, are what's interesting. Lithia Springs, Tucker, Noonan, a bad loss to Noonan, by the way, Cherokee, Langston Hughes, but all of their losses, all those teams made the playoffs. The wins have not been there for Dutchtown as they previously were. Cedar Shoals is going into the 4A playoffs. That was a rematch from the 5A title game. Chapel Hill just caught an L today to North Atlanta. McDonough, another Henry County school, is on the rise. They've got a 15-16 win season. So you kind of had to search and look. But then you look at the roster and you see freshman, sophomore, freshman. Building blocks.
Yes.
Dutchtown's JV went 17-0. The freshman team went 8-0. The 7th graders won the Henry County Championship. 25-0 between your JV and your 9th grade.
So basically you're telling me the future is quite bright for Dutchtown.
Chris Morris won't get into the game right now. He's number 10, a freshman for Dutchtown. I've already tipped you off. You can thank me later. And then there's an 8th grader coming over from the middle school. That's pretty good. He's working. He wants to be an architect. And I said, son, you want to be an architect? You thinking about it already? He's, an architect on the basketball floor. Because he can build up some stuff. Cohen Carr, free throw is good. Jackson Tukes. So I just gave you 2 for the future.
For all of you out there who are listening or watching, I keep a 3x5 card with me all the time because Joel's always dropping nuggets and names that I got to pass on to others.
51-49, 2-point ball game. Clock is at 1:54. I got Eagles Landing at the next stoppage of play. I might need to get it in here because they're going to sit out here and run this clock. On a drive, Hand had it knocked away. It went off of his leg, but they don't give it to him. Eagles Landing now. Key wins, 2 over Dutchtown. East Coweta, Sandy Creek, and Green Forest. Now, those are massive.
Massive wins.
We had the Sandy Creek game here on SUV TV. We had the Green Forest game here on SUV TV. Jackson driving on Carr. Get it out. Volleyball action block. Thomas recovers. Jumper good. David Thomas just so cool, calm, and collected. 4-point game. 89 seconds. Richardson bulling a China shot. And now a late blocking foul called on Thomas. And the crowd in front of us very upset, to say the least. Wow, that's a bang-bang call there now. 53-49. It's important because that's the 6th foul on Eagles Landing. Dutchtown shooting free throws the rest of the way. Meanwhile, Dutchtown only has 3 fouls themselves. It's the 1-and-1 for Gary Richardson. And remember, Dutchtown has bricked free throws all night long.
Another thing right there was the fact that Elliott Montgomery had that warning from earlier.
That is true. Free throw good. Richardson, he's 1 of 1.
I was watching that. And that would have been a costly way to give up some free points potentially.
53-50, 86 seconds. Henry County. No school in the county is above 5A. The 5A state champ from last year, you're looking at them. Dutchtown. The free throw fell off. Barnes got the board. Tri-Cities is sitting over there in 5A too. They're the 6A champ from last year. I'm not going to act like I'm oblivious to it. 75 seconds. Here's Barnes. He spins it to hand. They're going to sit here and run the clock like water out of faucet. Goes behind the back. No shot clock. 65 seconds. Look at the clock. Look at the score. 53-50. Take it. And he fell down. It goes into the backcourt. He saved it. Thomas now playing keep away. Over to Jackson. Jackson whips it back. Thomas now. This is a staple of Elliott Montgomery. I think that's why he left the DMV. I'm joking, Elliott. I'm joking. Foul call. Elliott's my guy. But he does this. He won't be able to do it next year, though. 53-50.
You said that's right. I'm not going to even get
What?
You know what?
I mean, you know what they do in the DMV. You got to play with 30 seconds.
Yes, you do.
You got to go, man. It'll be here in Georgia full time. Now Griffin calls a timeout, 47 and 4/10 seconds. Because, see, if you had a 30-second clock right now, Coach, you know you're going to get the ball back with at least 17 seconds in a one-possession game.
Exactly.
All you got to do is button down your hatch. Not going to beat a dead horn, but I'm telling you what's coming out of this timeout. Eagles Landing going to come out here, they're going to play keep away. So now Coach Griffin's got to go out here, look at your foul count, make sure you give the fouls. You only have 1 more foul to give. All right, they got 14 fouls, 1 to give. The next, when they get to 6, will be the 1-and-1.
I'll try to get a steal, and then after that, I'm going to try to get a foul right here because, once again, I want to extend this game as long as possible.
Going to have to do it. Must extend it. We talked about it. We'll harp on it once again. Game 1 this year, Eagles Landing 61-56, a 5-point win. Game in the 60s. The second game, 75-71. This one now is 53-50 in favor of Dutchtown, who is 4-3 in games decided by 5 or less points. Eagles Landing 3.